Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite. And today is April 18th, 2024. And today I want to do some energy work directed at radical Islamism. And right now I'm just changing my Facebook page. Done. Wow, talk about freezing. Okay, well, we shall move on. All right. Well, a few people have asked me, why am I directing so much energy and attention on radical Islamism? It's because I'm worried. They are trying to force themselves and take control all over the world. And if you haven't noticed that, you're not paying attention. And if you understand what Islam means, it means if you're a woman, you get to wear a burqa. If you're a woman and do anything that the men don't like, they can beat you, they can stone you, they can rape you and stone you. If you're gay, you get thrown off the top of a building. There is no gay in Islam. Now, people have said, well, what about the Catholic Church? Well, I don't see the Catholic Church, people in the Catholic Church, going around and stabbing people or saying death to America. Do you? So we are putting our attention on radical Islamism. And as always, we're going to put the energy in a bubble of light. And as I'm putting it in the bubble of light, you can send energy there. And in your mind's eye, actually imagine this happening. Because we want people from this era, from this energy, from this backwards death culture, to reconnect with the Creator, to become a more awakened spiritual being that knows better than to hurt or harm. Because right now, they are not connected at all. Because if they were, they wouldn't do this crazy stuff that hurts and harms people. They wouldn't be so violent. All right, so let's get started. So for those of you that are going to participate, sit down, put your hand in your lap, and if you got a crystal, go grab that and hold it. It's going to amplify what we're doing. I want you to take some deep breaths. I want you to breathe in light, exhale out everything that no longer serves you, but don't hyperventilate on me, okay? And keep doing that till I tell you to stop. So as you're doing that, I surround you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing. And I seal us in the pink flame of love. And I'm going to call to all our teachers, guides, masters, all the divine beings that work with you, and invite them in to make this energy work as gentle, loving, and kind as we can. So imagine we're all together. We're connected. We're in this huge circle. We're connected through our heart chakras. We're going to send love to the right. And as it flows to the right, again, we connect through our hearts and we become of like minds. And I'm going to have to hold on just a minute, guys. The sun is out in full force. Here we go. All right, and now we're going to send energy to the left, and as it flows to the left, the circle is closed, so only that which is light may enter. Now we're going to invite the trees in to come and take this energy, send it into the earth so she remains stable, and out through the branches so all life forms can feel this positive energy and help them reconnect to the Creator. We call to all the rock stones, crystals, minerals, all the earth keepers on the planet to lock into our divine circle, amplify our work over 100,000 fold. And we've got a big earth keeper underneath this bubble of light. And we call to all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks to reconnect to this high energy center. And I'm going to ask that everyone that participates receives a healing, and that you guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. So in the name of let there be light. We're going to put everybody that is connected to radical Islamism, no matter what nationality they are or where they live, in this bubble. And actually, we're going to put all of humanity in this bubble because we're all being affected by this. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me. And if it is your will, O Creator, I command. As we stand in the light of the Creator, which now flows through us, amplifying the sacred fire in us, we again now command. I do like that one too. We call the higher selves of all participants of radical Islamism to open up a sacred space so they may step forward into the light, allowing themselves to be reconnected to the Creator. Cut all ties, Michael the Archangel and Shiva, to unbalance fear of women, patriarchy, genocide, rape, pillage, plunder, incest, greed, power, gladiator mentality, military war, might is right mentality, from their energy fields, cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down into their DNA, going backwards and forwards through all their incarnations. And this also includes all that energy that they feel they have their right to push Islamism onto the world. As this energy is cut from them and released, we call the violet flame through them and all their works that are misdirected, so their works are neutralized. We cut all ties to all dark satanic art, negative ceremonies that are being done to keep men practicing radical Islamism in a stuck patriarchal consciousness that encourage them to manipulate humanity and the greed and the earth for greed, profit, and power for their God, Allah, and the Prophet Muhammad. As this energy is released, I call divine male, female balanced consciousness to be enhanced in their hearts and God part of their brain flowing through their bodies, touching every cell, atom, molecule, all the internal organs, including their DNA. And may this integration be gentle, loving, and kind. I call the higher selves of all men practicing radical Islamism to guide them to be releasing all women slaves or anyone being used as slave labor, man, woman, or child. Let us fill them up with divine respect for women, life, the planet, and all life forms, organic or inorganic. See these men's higher selves guiding them to accepting divine matriarchy and opening their heart, throat, crown chakras as they release all the old patriarchal thought forms that no longer serve anyone. As these centers open, see them being very balanced, loving, kind, generous, peaceful, supporting women and groups that are in the light. Let men awaken to their divine missions in the light, bringing a lot of fulfillment and comfort that they are doing their heart's calling, which brings about feeling of peace and contentment. And see the release and their intent of pushing Islam on the earth forward, being cancel cleared. And as they awaken to their divine missions, let them be fulfilled and comfort that they're doing their heart's calling, which brings about feelings of actual peace and contentment. Let all men practicing radical Islamism dream of the past lifetimes they've had lived, where men and women respecting each other, treating each other with much compassion and kindness, living together in harmony, bringing that loving energy into the physical, putting it all into practice in this current lifetime. I call the higher selves of all men practicing radical Islamism that are suppressing women to step forward in the light. If they choose not to step forward in the light, may the angels and their higher selves put them in a position of harmlessness. We call to all the balanced men on the planet to speak out against this repression, defend all women, and come to women's aid on all levels. We're also going to cut their ties to pedophilia. Just because Muhammad did it does not give them an excuse to keep carrying on that practice. Let's cancel, clear that out of their energy fields, their wants, their desires, their minds. See, all practicing radical Islamism, men respecting the goddess within, giving freedom and honor to all women, along with allowing women to be equal, divinely conscious beings. We ask that the reptilian part of the radical Islamism, their men's brains are closed down and the God brain is activated. May the goddess soften them to be gentle, kind beings. We ask that all ties and energy overlays to perpetual war, as well as glorifying war, be cut and removed from all men practicing radical Islamism, going backwards and forwards in time, hundreds of thousands of generations. Let us now cut all ties and remove all energy overlays of glorifying and celebrating death, as well as the destruction of the Jews from all radical Islamists, men, women, and children of all ages. As this dark energy is removed from all radical Islamists, we ask their higher selves to reconnect them to the Creator so they become awakened spiritual beings who can now live in harmony with all other religious and secular groups. This new energy allows us to quantum leap the planet into world enlightenment. Let the energy of war, hatred of Jews, be removed from all radicals as the males of all age practicing radical Islamism become awakened spiritual beings. Let them see how wars are a waste of time, energy, resources, their lives, and refuse to cooperate, becoming peaceful objectors. See men and women unwilling to neither fight, go to wars, hurt, or harm any person, no matter the race, color, or country. Let the divine add the thoughts into their mindsets about how they can live in harmony with all groups that bring them much joy. Let men now be divinely inspired to be entrepreneurs, starting their successful, innovating businesses, bringing their countries into the modern times. We ask men's higher selves to help men get in touch with their hearts, their feelings, their emotions, becoming a nurturing, kind, loving, caring, helpful, understanding, and intuitive men. We ask their higher selves to step in and help men find quality family time with their kids and their spouses, male or female. We ask that men be guided to their twin flames or divine mates, and when they meet, they recognize each other as twin flames, divine mates, whatever their true partner is, male or female. This does not include children. See all participants of radical Islamisms releasing their hatred for gays, with that energy being replaced with kindness, understanding, and acceptance. As these radical beings awaken and reconnect to the Creator, we ask that they be given much strength to be loving, living examples of men connected with the Creator. As we fill them up with extra divine energy, we ask the Creator to reward those caring beings by sending them all their heart's desires. If these radical beings choose not to come forward into the light, we ask their angels, their higher selves, to put them in a position of harmlessness. We send divine positive movement and much gratitude for those who choose to keep evolving and growing in the light of the Creator. We're going to also ask that all overlays over all Palestinians or any Muslims in the Muslim world that is suffering, and allow them, as the overlays are removed, to see what is happening to money that's donated, to food that's being donated, to how much money is going towards the leaders and how elegantly they live. And let these people, including the Palestinians, start speaking out against them and doing it in a way where their leaders are removed, in a way no one will be hurt or harmed, and an enlightened, awakened spiritual being that's really connected to the Creator is replaced. Is put in place. So now let's go a little farther, and we're going to cut ties between all men practicing radical Islamism and the Jews. We call the Creator, who has all the data, past, present, and future, of all the radical Islamism personal blueprint, to activate the information that allows for the healing of all thoughts and memories. that are blocking and holding the beings who are practicing radical Islamism back at this time from moving forward into enlightenment. We call upon the Creator and ask for the permission to release all radical Islamism, personality fragments, which have become their fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, spouses, relatives, friends, colleagues, customers, politicians, government officials, and all ancestors, animals, insects, higher souls, oversouls, avatars, masters, guides, and angels, all other life forms, and consciousness in Earth and other stars and planets and other galaxies, seen and unseen, known and unknown, who may have offended other personality fragments and consciousness, which would include their family, relatives, and ancestors, seen and unseen, known and unknown, in thoughts, words, deeds, and actions from the beginning of the creation to the present and all future potentials. We ask the Creator for unconditional full forgiveness and untangle all vibration and frequencies between all beings practicing radical Islamism and Jews, asking for the permission to activate the knowingness in all personality fragments and consciousness. Ask for the permission and activate the cleansing of all personality fragments and consciousness. Purify, release, dissolve, cut, and erase all the unpleasant and negative memories, the propaganda, the blocks, energies, information, vibration, and frequencies, and transmute these unwanted energies and information back to pure light. Now it is done. We now close all interdimensional portals that any dark entity may enter our world from, including any portals being opened from any satanic Babylonian ritual, including any negative energy coming from the Kaaba. As we close and seal these portals, we make them invisible so they no longer can be used, as well as cutting ties and neutralizing all satanic symbols that open gates for demons to enter. We now command the Archangel Michael to find these demons wherever they are, whomever they are attached to, animal, plant, mineral, or any radical being, or the Kaaba, or the Quran, and cut ties that are holding them to the earth. As these ties and binds are cut, we send the demons through the violet flame, then back to God. Fill that space up with an angel of peace, enlightenment, healing, whatever is needed. This allows that space to vibrate to God's light. We ask the Creator that if it's for their highest good of the earth and all life forms, that the Creator steps in, neutralizing the single white chromosome that is added to all people practicing radical Islamism, DNA that makes them more aggressive and warlike. We see it being replaced with a chromosome that makes them kinder and compassionate, compelling them to speak only truth. We ask the Creator to reactivate the hormone in brains of all people practicing radical Islamism that will allow them to become divine spiritual beings. We cut all ties and cancel clear all reptilian DNA energies activated by the vibrational frequencies created by the satanic secret society rituals that activate demon possession. We are not cutting ties and remove all blueprint overlays over all souls that suppress all people practicing radical Islamism. As these overlays are removed, they are now open to a higher spiritual existence. This also allows them to balance their male-female energies, which will also allow them to create a third force of divine potential. We cancel clear all secret society rituals that are activating their DNA, the reptilian DNA, in Islamism, as well as human hybrids. Instead, we see these rituals being reversed and now empowering the Islamists to reconnect to source. Love Canon is changing their genetic coding, reconnecting them to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings that have unlimited potential and they're not violent. We ask the Creators to give people who practice Islamism special grace and unlock the doors in their minds that are keeping them from connecting to the higher frequency of light. Release all that which are holding them back. I ask all the Creators to close down the reptilian part of the brain and open up the divine God brain, filling them with whatever high vibration is needed to shift them so everyone gets to go into the golden age, leaving no one behind. Send these beings and entities whatever vibration, sound, color, and memories of being connected to the Creator they need so they gently evolve into the light. The Creator, their higher selves, and angels know exactly what each one needs and are sending it to them as we speak. We now cut all ties to radical charters, manifestos, and all written word that encourages violence to anyone outside their faith, including hurting all Jews and anyone the Muslims consider an infidel. And this includes cancel, clearing, and neutralizing all the dark, hateful, angry words in the Quran. We cut ties from the time of Isaac and Ishmael that creates a rivalry between Jews and Muslims, that created a rivalry to show who is more dedicated to God. As that energy is released, let there be a calming peace that descends on all and stops this unholy competition. We call the higher selves of anyone who has any negative thoughts on harming Jews, including Hamas, the Muslim Brotherhood, Nazis, Iran, any Muslim, any anti-Semitic, to go through all their incarnations, past, present, and future, going backwards and forwards, hundreds of thousands of generations, to cut soul memory ties to those lifetimes. We transmute that out of balance energy through the violet flame, reconnect that energy to the Creator, shifting that energy, that negative energy, to light, affecting everyone's cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down to their DNA. This allows for their frequency to vibrate to light. Let us now cut all ties, energy ties, to the angry words, kill the Jews, free Gaza, from river to the sea, jihad and intifada. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. We call the violet flame around all those who speak those words to transmute that hateful energy. As the violet flame burns off that negative energy, it is being replaced with a higher frequency of light, allowing those beings to reconnect to the Creator, which helps them become, again, awakened spiritual beings who see all people around them, no matter what race or religion, as family, mother, father, sister, brothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and friends, people they would not harm. Let's now cut ties to all the words from Hamas and Iran that says Israel will exist and will continue to exist until Islam will obliterate it, just as it obliterated others before it. We cancel, clear, delete that energy and the covenant of the Islamic resistance movement against the Jews and all other religions. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. We cancel, clear all mosque extremism that is calling on Muslim armies to invade Israel or any country. Everywhere those extremist speeches in mosque or in any places spoken are spoken words, let's anchor the violet flame to transmute all words of anger to the higher vibration of light, dissipating that energy to nothing, no forward movement. And this also includes all those dark, negative curses that are sent out through Muslims. We ask the Creator to remove all dark magical overlays that is around all people who are standing up for Hamas. As these overlays are removed, people see clearly what a terrorist hate group they are, as well as see the leaders for the grifters they are, and stop supporting them. Demanding those leaders share their wealth with those less fortunate and removed from their positions. We call the higher selves of everyone in the Islamism armies, all high-ranking members, and ask your higher selves to help you come forward into the light. And if you choose not to work for humankind, which is your free will, we ask that your higher selves and the angels put you in a position of total harmlessness, and that a peace worker take your place, or no one at all. See all veils of protection being removed from them so their people can see them for what they are, as grifters. If it is for the radical Islamism extremists, highest good for them to receive a karmic return for their actions, now over 100,000 fold, then I step aside as it's returned. As these spiritual beings awaken, we ask God to send them all the love, compassion, kindness, caring, peace, and divine love to flow through their bodies, mind, and spirit. We see this happening as their reptilian brain is shut down and their God brain is activated. We call all the elementals of war, the Islamists or any Muslim, use cutting the elementals, used for hurt or harm anyone, especially those in Israel. We're going to cut the elementals free from their misuse, cleanse with the violet flame, reconnecting to the Creator, and command the elementals to be neutral, to misfire, not work, go off course, choose not to hurt or harm any life form. We also cut all ties to all curses, again, directed at any Jew or anyone that is not of the Islamic faith worldwide, including the Mubahala. And let's give a little attention to the Kaaba. Again, let's cut any ties and all ties to any dark energy coming from it 24/7, 365 days a year. Let's send a healing energy into that shattered black stone on the Kaaba that connects it to the Creator and send out a higher vibration energy. Now let's anchor the violet flame to blaze and transmute any off-balance energy coming from it and the people around it, replacing it with a higher vibration of light that frees people from all old stuck patterns. Let that energy be replaced with divine enlightenment energy, allowing everyone to reconnect to the Creator, to become awakened spiritual beings. May divine peace, calm, divine brotherhood, enlightened inspiration for putting together balanced, peaceful governments descend around everyone now and continue to flow 24/7, 365 days a year. We see Israel, along with Arab nations and Palestine, come to a mutually beneficial solution that creates true peace between them, including Hamas. We bless all the peacekeepers and those who have courage not to go to war against anyone. May their ranks grow and swell so they become the majority and the peacekeepers run all the countries. But again, nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. So let's fill this up with much light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. Give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So I'm going to ask that anybody who listens to this video later or watches it, that this energy is amplified over 100,000 fold. So thank you for giving it energy. And again, by repeating this, we're building blocks and building the energy and building the energy and see it manifesting. You know, if you want it to manifest, put it on in the background, you know, very low, and it'll keep going out there into the universe. All right, guys. So now you need to ground. You need to have the lightheadedness go away. So if you have that stone hematite, grab it, hold it till you're not lightheaded. Okay. And if you don't have that stone hematite, then stand up. Whew. All right. So I want you to feel the earth energy come up your feet. The higher it comes, the more grounded you feel. You're pulling back in body. You're becoming very centered, very clear-headed. Feel that energy come up higher, up your legs. It's up to your knees now, and you're really feeling heavy. The lightheadedness is clearing out. You're becoming a more awakened, spiritual, conscious being filled with all these new possibilities. Feel yourself becoming very, very centered. Again, a little bit heavier as your energies pull in, centering you even more. And again, allowing yourself to be filled with all these new possibilities. All right, now, if you are still high after that, then go out, find your favorite tree, put your hands on the tree, send all your excess energy into the tree, 30 seconds more if you want, not less than. And then when you've done, sent your excess energy into the tree, ask the tree to send you energy back and you're going to ground. Don't want to do that? Go walk around a little bit outside on the earth barefoot. That'll help you ground. As long as the lightheadedness goes away, don't want to do that, then go eat something. That'll help ground you too. Or even taking a shower or a bath, that'll help you ground. So on that note, thank you for joining me, giving this energy, and I hope you have an incredible, incredible, lovely day today. And on that note, aloha.